Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So there's something a little bit different than what I usually like to make. Obviously I'm not, someone that covers like a whole bunch of anime topics or stuff like that. I'm just a gacha gaming channel at the end of the day. But obviously with my audience, a lot of you probably did watch Dragon Ball, or you're playing, Dragon Ball games that relate to gacha, maybe like Dokkan or Legends. And obviously, not only you guys, but pretty much everyone that probably is on Twitter or just in anime in general has heard about the passing of Akira. So, forever who doesn't know, obviously the creator of Dragon Ball. I kind of just wanted to pay my own respects. So there's like no music or anything like that. Kind of just talking about my experience with Dragon Ball. Um, Now, like it's gonna affect everyone differently. I totally get that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were more into Dragon Ball than others. Me personally, I never got into Super or anything like that, but I always watched clips of like the movies and Super clips because I was still interested in Dragon Ball, but kind of got too much for me. But I grew up with Dragon Ball, and kind of like everyone else that's about my age. I'm 24. I was born in 2000. And I remember playing those Dragon Ball games on the PS2, man. The PS2 era, really, really fun. Like we had like Budokai. People love Budokai series. I know to this day, people still love Budokai, even Tenkaichi. Playing with my friends, playing competitively with them, really, really fun. Like in houses with my friends when I was really younger. And even playing it on the Wii, Dragon Ball, like nothing's more iconic than Super Saiyan. Like I know we like to troll and meme, and people were like, "Oh, like Rasengan's more iconic," or like Gear Five Luffy. And yes, it sounds absurd. But people do believe this on Twitter. Um, Obviously, nothing more is more iconic than Super Saiyan. Dragon Ball Z has inspired so many other animes, and there's so many other references. Even though people don't like to admit that, and they want to keep something as you know to their own series, like no, Dragon Ball Z has influenced many things in the anime community and even in games. Doesn't even have to be revolved around anime. It could be its own game, but it will somehow have a Dragon Ball reference in it, which is really, really cool. Um, Obviously, everyone is kind of not even just anime related. Everyone's kind of affected by this multiple communities because it's typically the end of an era. Apparently, it was supposed to be the 40th anniversary. I had heard about Akira as well. For Dragon Ball, it's supposed to be the 40th anniversary, so I'm not too aware of what was actually happening in Dragon Ball, but I assume that maybe new series starting, things like that. I know the new Dragon Ball game is supposedly supposed to be coming out as well. So it's just very unfortunate. Like it's very unfortunate timing. Apparently, death was caused due to brain issues at hand, which is very unfortunate because he was really young. Like when I saw the age, 68, 68 years old is really really young. I was not even expecting that. I was expecting maybe like 80s, 90s, like okay, maybe your time is gone, but 60s is still, really young. Like you were still like up and going at that time. So it's at least like 2 decades left, like it's very, very unfortunate for the timing that it happened. Um, so you're probably gonna see like multiple communities, pouring their hearts out for everyone that's a fan of Dragon Ball. Even if you're not, if you're just a fan of anime as a whole, you should probably just already pour your heart out because the landscape that Dragon Ball has kind of laid out for everyone is really, really insane. And yeah, there's not going to be any ads on this video, no monetization. I just kind of want to speak on my behalf on like how I just feel about everything that's happening right now. It was mentioned to me on stream about the death, but I didn't, want to kind of turn the tide of the stream. Kind of just wanted to like reflect on my own about it because um, I do remember like I used to watch the Dragon Ball series on TV, and I remember even the Dragon Ball Z Kai marathons that would be on Nicktoons when I was younger, and I would just binge watch Dragon Ball Z Kai at the time. Part of me kind of wishes that I probably watched a little bit more than the mainline series because I know like the regular story all the time, right? All the Dragon Ball Z games go through the entire story for what it is. Like just starting off like Raditz and Namek. We go to Frieza, Cooler, and things like that. But maybe I'll, actually decide to get back into it. See what Ultra Ego is actually talking about. Because even though I don't watch a lot when it comes to anime, I'm still like very in depth in like the anime community and what's actually happening. But yeah, I'm pretty much rambling at this point. There's a lot I could actually say, but I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to pay my respects and kind of like my connection tie with Dragon Ball because it's had an impact on me. I actually have I just had bought a Dragon Ball Z Goku shirt. Um, Not even that long ago, really, like in less than a month ago, and that's like honestly crazy. Like I just saw Goku and I was like, oh, it's a cool shirt. Like Goku, like I'm a rocket, and like this happens, right? And it's like that's that's the amazing part of it, right? Because like you create something, and even though they may not even be the biggest fan of it, if you just passively see it, you know who that character is, and you'll still buy it because it's cool because it's that character. And I think that's actually really really cool. They don't have you don't have to be the biggest fan of a series, but if they have that much of impact on you in your your life before that you're even willing to even buy a merchandise just because you see it, I think that's really cool and obviously has something holding dear on to your heart from the past, and that's just how I feel about Dragon Ball. Even though I don't actively keep up with the series, I still remember everything that I went through with the series and everything that I watched. Was like Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z Kai or Dragon Ball GT, all the movies, things like that, and all the games that I've played to learn about the story for what I know. Um, Even though I was like over a decade ago, I still, still in my mind, like, oh, this is Dragon Ball Z. Like, who doesn't like it, right? So I'm ending the video off there. Hope you guys do pay your respects today. Maybe load up Dokkan, maybe load up DB Legends or something like that. You haven't played those games yet, load them up. You know, uh, maybe play some Xenoverse, something like that. Fighter Z. No, but I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.